Hello and welcome out there. Alright, so what do we have today? We have the Motorola Video Baby Monitor. It is the VM75-2 model. So here is the box. Nice attractive box. There's your little baby there. 5-inch baby monitor, 2 camera pack. Remotely pan, scan, tilt, and zoom. That's pretty neat. Two-way talking, so that's cool. You can talk to your baby. Lullabies that it plays. Room temperature monitoring, that's a nice thing. And split screen viewing. Package opens up real easy. You got power supply 1, power supply 2, power supply 3. Camera 1. Camera 2, camera or video monitor, and instruction book in the old English. All right, got to charge this thing for 16 hours before initial use. So, and then when it's dying, the battery icon shows empty or flashes. And there you go, there's the power. DC 5 volt, pretty simple. So the back of the monitor is pretty neat. It's got a little kickstand that just flips up like so, and this is, I believe, the antenna that just flips up like so. And then you got a nice little monitor there with some buttons, which we will be playing with here shortly. Now, while there are 3 power supplies, not a big deal. If you look at all the voltages and the plug size, they're all the same. So it doesn't matter which power supply you use for which video camera or monitor. All right, here's one of the cameras. Pretty attractive, white in color. And it's got a pair button that you use to pair it to the base. It has an on and off switch. It's, you know, again, a DC 5 volt cord. The cord's extension is only 3 foot. And then you can take, and it has slide lock, so you can actually wall mount this thing if you wanted to. The camera has, you know, up and down, tilt, all that, which is controllable via the remote. Ease of setup. This is probably one of the easiest things that I've ever set up. Other than the fact that you have to charge it for 16 hours before using the head unit here, the video monitor, there's really no setup. It's literally plug and play. It just works right out of the box. You just flip the on switch on the camera if it's not already flipped on, which it was on mine, and it's good to go. So anybody can set these up. This thing needed 16 hours to charge its initial charge, which we have done now. So let's take a look at her here. I got the kickstand flipped out, and let's power her on. You have to hold the power button down for, I think, 5 seconds. And then boom, you get the Motorola screen. All right, so I have one in my great room. And let's see, this is the pan tilt function, I believe. No, that's brightness. And that's volume. If you want to talk, you do it like that. You just hold down the microphone button. This, when you hit the OK camera button, and then you hold it down, then you can adjust the camera. So I can look all the way around the room. It responds pretty good. So it was a very bright sunny day. It must just be because the way that I had it framed, because it is adjusting for the outside brightness pretty well. Okay, so let's hit OK to that. And you can see right there, that's camera 1. That's the strength of my signal. This is all the way across the house, and I'm getting full bars. We have the temperature, the battery of the monitor right there. Let's see. Oh, we have like a lullaby. Oh, it's birds. Let's turn it. Oh, and you can adjust the volume. So it's the ocean. That's a heartbeat inside the womb. It's like a wind chime. Let's check out the quality of the sound on the other one. So it's nice quality. Just so you can hear the songs, you can hear it on the monitor as well. But it's lower quality on that side. Over here, it's very nice and soothing. Because what I'm actually picking up is the sound all the way across the room, because it's just 2 rooms over. And you can see over here, I believe that's sound activity that it's picking up. And that option just kind of randomly cycles through all of them, it looks like. Okay, we got a timer. Let's go ahead and turn off our sound before we proceed. All right, so I did peek in the instruction booklet just for clarification of some of these features. So this sleep timer is going to be the sleep timer, pops up here, for this unit to turn the monitor off. So not worried about that. Let's see, what is 5 feet? I think that is going to be the distance which your camera is from the subject. And then you can magnify your zoom as well. You could change the temperature reading from Celsius to Fahrenheit. You can have, it looks like, up to 4 cameras, and you can add or remove them. And this is for a grid format to view multiple cameras. So if you want to split screen and watch 2 cameras at the same time, you can do so. If you hit the right and left, you can toggle between them. Okay, that one's the volume. Okay, and let's pan around so you can kind of see in here. Now, this is infrared, so it's going to be black and white. The range of the camera is, as far as the pan tilt zoom, not very much. So that's all the way up. It's all the way down. It has a pretty good rotation though. It's not 360, I would say it's about a 180-degree rotation that it has. Yeah, that's as far as it'll go right there. If you're wondering what that is, it's in my bathroom. It's just a statue. But it doesn't go any higher. It's a guy in a scuba suit. Hand soap. Okay, so we got both cameras going. So let's say I want to do a sound on that one. So the sound's turned on. Hit OK. Set the volume on it. And then let's say you have two kids, right? So the red box is selected here. And I want them to listen to sound number 2. The ocean. Set the volume. Let's see if they're both going at the same time. Okay, so I'm selected back on that camera. You can see my lullaby is on that screen, so let's try this again. Let's use this sound with the bubbles, or the heartbeat. Okay, so now you can see the sound icon there and the sound icon there. Let's check it out, make sure they're both working. Okay, that's my first camera, the sound's working, no problem. And there's my second camera, it's working no problem. So you can have two lullabies going at the same time. Okay, so now I want to try, see if we can hear both baby monitors simultaneously or not. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure only one of them selected. Make sure I got the volume turned up, and I do. What's this? Is this an auto patrol between the two? So I have this turned on, and it looks like there's a little shuffle icon there at the top. There you go. It does automatically switch between the two after, I don't know, maybe about a 30-second duration about that. So that's cool. Let's turn that feature back off. Okay, so we have two cameras and it knows it. And you can just pick which camera right there as well. If you had 4 cameras and you just wanted to switch to them right away, you could do that. And then you can add or remove cameras. So let's go back to the grid so you can see both. All right, let's do a sound check. See how the red box is on the bathroom camera. Let's do a sound check to see if you can hear both of the rooms. All right, so I took and I checked it, and you'll see that you can only hear and speak to one camera at a time, which is kind of good, because if you had this set up with 2 cameras in a room and on this monitor, it would probably create a feedback loop, honestly, where you get that echoing, you know. So you know, that's actually a good thing that it doesn't have simultaneous monitoring, but you know, you got dual temperatures. That little moon icon right there, that tells you when it's too dark and the infrared is on.
Alright, here is the sound
right, something I wanted to test too. It's pretty bright outside. How well can you see this thing outside? I did have to turn up the brightness, and you know, there's the camera inside the house. So let's test the range, see how far this thing works. Get the glare down. So I'm still at a few bars. I'm gonna walk all the way out across the yard and see what kind of range this thing has. All right, so let's see, I lost maybe no signal, and there's the house way over there. I am 100 and, I don't know, 100 yards from the house at least. Still perfect signal, so the range on this thing is pretty impressive. I'm gonna go in the basement, try that. All right, I'm down in the basement, and again, no real loss in signal. How far does this thing actually go? I mean, we're not seeming to have problems with multi-floor or distance from the house. All right, I'm in my car outside the great room. Let's see how far this thing will go. Got my distance meter set up. All right, there's the house. Head down the road here and see what kind of distance we get. I drive real slow to try to pinpoint it. Oh, now with those trees, we lost signal. And if you do lose signal, you can see that it's beeping saying, hey, I'm out of range, giving you a warning sound, which is pretty cool. We have a lot of trees at the end of our driveway on both sides here. And you can see that it automatically reconnects. All right, so the other thing would be battery life. I've been playing with it for an hour and it didn't lose any power, so that I don't know. But I will tell you, I plugged it in right here, and you can see the little plug icon, and you can just leave it plugged in when you're using it if you're worried about extensive use. So it's not really an issue, I think. So final thoughts on the Motorola baby monitor, the VM75-2, and I think the 2 just means it's a 2-pack. I think it's fantastic. I'm gonna rate this product, you know, full stars, 10 out of 10. It's great. I can't see any downfalls that it really lacks. It picks up sound fantastically well. The sound clarity is pretty decent on the monitor itself. The camera picks up a whisper, which I demonstrated pretty easily. So you can hear quite a bit. I mean, I wouldn't use it to hear your baby breathing. That maybe snoozing, you could probably hear your little guy snoring. But the two-way is pretty neat. I do like that a lot. All right, guys. Well, till next time. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will sure address them for you. I am not in any way sponsored by Motorola. I just picked one of these up just for a little indoor watching of my dog. With this device, you could monitor, not just a baby, but maybe you've got a swimming pool. You just want to make sure that you don't use these cameras outdoor, or leave them outdoor at least, because they are not outdoor rated, so I would not get them wet. You could use it for if you have an elderly person you want to monitor across the room, maybe a dog, or some outdoor activity that you want to live monitor. It does not record anything, so it's not a recorder, it's not for surveillance, and doesn't have any kind of like motion or sound activated triggers. It just simply will show on here when there's sound being detected, so it's a live monitoring device. But that's it for my review. If you have something else or any questions, let me know. You could do me a huge favor and click the Amazon link in my description. If you want to purchase this product, purchase it that way through Amazon, and yeah, I make a little bit of commission and it helps me out a lot. To support the channel. So sure appreciate it, guys, and thanks for your time.